Hi everyone, this is Jesse James, and this week we did our alpha builds. So it doesn't look like much has changed, but in fact there's a lot going on in the background that has. So we're going to go to the recipes list. So in here, in our recipes list, if we scroll down, I added a significant number of recipes. There was about about like 350 before, and now there is about 1,400 recipes. So you can see that there is a lot more. And I'm doing this with a mouse, so it is a little bit harder to scroll through this huge list. But the good thing is that it does have that search feature here. So let's go ahead and craft something so I can show you the rest of the components that I've added. And we're going to go with a higher level synthesis here. So we're going to go with enchanted gold ink. So you need to input your start quality if you have any. If not, just hit OK. So here we have more recipes. I've added quite a few more. Hasty Touch, Bygrat's Blessing, Comfort Zone, Rumination, stuff like that. And all of the logic behind them works well. And I can show you that. So Waste Not is an ability that's going to reduce the durability cost of each action that you use by half. And this one's going to last for 4 turns. So if we click on it, we see the 4 pop up here, and we see it pop up down here. So now we're going to come back up to the top, and we're going to say, okay, we're going to do a basic synthesis. Now normally this would reduce the durability by 10, but it reduces it by 5, and this is going to happen for 3 more turns. So we have 3 more turns of that. So we can do, well, we can actually only do 3, and then the synthesis is complete. And if we try and do another, it just says no. So we're just going to delete a couple of those. We're going to scroll down here to the basic touches and just use a couple of those. So there it goes. It disappears. So now if I use it again, it's going to reduce by 10, as it should. So there's that feature. And then like the Hasty Touch is something that increases quality without reducing CP. But it only has a 50% success rate. And there's many other things that are included here. Comfort Zone has its own unique abilities, and Rumination, honestly, that one only works if you have Inner Quiet. So if we say, okay, we want Inner Quiet and Rumination, right? Well, first of all, it absorbs the Inner Quiet. And secondly, if we come up here and we move, no, it's not going to allow us to move Inner Quiet. So we're going to, oh, there it is. There's our little drag box. Okay, so we're going to move this up to here, all the way up to the top, right? So now, if we delete Rumination, actually, we can see that we have 4 stacks and 217 CP. But if we use Rumination, we now have 249 CP and 0 stacks of Rumination. Now, if we delete this, and we're going to go with an ability called Bygrat's Blessing. This one is going to increase it's going to increase the quality by an efficiency of 100%, plus 20% efficiency per stack of Inner Quiet. So it'll be times, it's actually 3, because it doesn't include the first stack due to the fact that it can stack up to 11, and they capped it at 10. It's just an in-game limitation. So if we use that, so we say the durability cannot be less than 0. So we've used our durability up because we moved our Waste Not. So we're gonna remove that. Now we're gonna use it. So it jumps up and uses some of the CP. And the last thing that I added is if you come in here and you reduce this level in the game, if you have a alchemist that is level 12, you're not going to have the abilities, you're not going to have all of the abilities that you would normally have. So it reduces that based on those level requirements. And it will do that if we come over to class selection. So some of the other abilities are controlled by Armorer. And so if your Armorer is level 50, you have access to those, what we call cross-class abilities in your Alchemist. So if we reduce the Armorer's level to 1, and we come back in here and go in we will see that there's more abilities missing because they are also not included because the level just isn't there. I felt that this was a necessary step. A lot of the other websites do not do this automatic filtering for you. And I don't really like that. You have to manually click on each one to activate it in order to use it in order to build your synthesis. I don't agree with that. I think that it should be automatically done, but I also think that the classes should be stored. So that is everything that I've added. There are several new abilities, and there are about another 1,000 recipes to choose from. So have fun and enjoy to your heart's content, being able to choose whatever you want. Thank you for watching, and have a good week.